how to build a global D2C brand and do it now. And so there's so many different ways that you can sell when you're thinking about a multi-channel approach that isn't readily accessible if you're just, for example, on Amazon. And that's why I put together a little checklist for you. And I think that it's essential that you follow this checklist if you're thinking about moving to a platform like TikTok ads. And those things are, you need 10 new creatives per week, which is just the perfect amount for you to test new angles, new hooks, about $3,000 a month in ads budget. And that's just ideal, just so that you can test the various creatives that you're making, so that you can hone in on what already works, and you can find new things. I would also suggest a list of 100 new creators per month, because some of them aren't going to accept, but also so that you can create more content. And it's not just you or a small set of people producing angles and different demographic representations of your content. You also want a Shopify store or some type of site that's well optimized, because a lot of that halo effect when somebody exits off of, for example, your TikTok page or your TikTok shop, will probably look at your site when they're clicking on your bio. So you're going to want to make sure that that's optimized. Of course, you've got your registered TikTok business, your ads manager, and your TikTok shop is registered and optimized as well. I would also suggest that as much as possible, you want to have posts going out daily on social media, so you have some type of traction, and that you're being consistent in that way. So how to run TikTok ads. And there's a lot of people that know or claim to know a lot about TikTok ads, but we've run numerous TikTok ads over the past couple years. And really the best results come from GMV Max campaigns. And GMV Max campaigns are very similar to the AI model version of campaigns. For example, your Advantage Plus campaign on Meta. It uses AI in the ads platform to maximize your sales and tries to make sure that you're within the right target when you're putting out your ad. So if you have a really good ad and it's clear what you're trying to deliver and who you're trying to deliver that to, GMV ads or GMV Max ads helps you find the target, helps connect that with all the data that they have. Quick best practices are, when you're testing campaigns, you have to test quite a few creatives. And so I talked about like the budget and what that looks like. But initially, you want to do a weekly test of around 5 creatives. And each of those creatives should be spending around $20 per day. In fact, that's probably the minimum for GMV Max ads. Now, before a few months ago, if you wanted to run TikTok ads for your TikTok shop, there's an option that you could run individual video ads, and then there was an option for you to run GMV Max ads. Now, in the past few months, that's changed to only GMV Max. And that sometimes affects the results from your ads if you don't know what to do. And so my best suggestion is to continue to create more creatives with the winning products that you already have data for. Whatever that channel is that you're already selling in, the more creatives that you can do for winning products that you know have some competitive edge or advantage are going to be helpful. The thing that I would avoid when running TikTok ads is avoid the super hard infomercial or your typical UGC that you might be getting from an Amazon UGC platform or something similar to that, because a lot of the people who are on TikTok, customers who are buying on TikTok, are going to see what is authentic and what isn't authentic, and they're going to figure that out quite quickly.